Hey everyone, I hope you guys are enjoying Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak in whichever platform you're choosing to play it on. And one of the things that was buried after pretty much all of the information that we got, not only leading up to the reveal of the 5th free title update digital presentation, but of course once it fully went live, was that Capcom basically took to social media to provide us just a little bit of details regarding, and I guess something of a teaser regarding the 6th free title update, or what they're choosing to call the bonus update, which once again, for clarification's sakes, in the Japanese and Korean pages they are still calling it free title update number 6. Now, as part of the digital presentation, of course, that they revealed that this bonus update, or the 6th free title update, will be featuring, of course, a brand new variant monster, EX Malzeno, on June. So we're about a few months away from that happening. However, they have already started kind of teasing some information regarding that, and we expect more to come, since this will be ultimately, at the end of the day, the last update or the last patch that we should be able to expect to get pretty much massive content drops. Anything after that will be just smaller adjustments, maybe bug fixes or anything along those lines, but major changes should not be expected after this. They made 2 separate posts on their social media pages. The first one simply said, "Hey everyone, it has been revealed that following the 5th free title update, we are planning to release a bonus update in June. The bonus update will feature the Final Monsters Edition, as well as the Bloodening Jewel Plus 4, Thrift Jewel Plus 4, and the Inspiration Jewel 1. That is the first post that they shared. They attach an image. We'll get to that in a second. And then in their second post, they simply clarify that these are from the new decoration additions that I hinted at recently. Please check back for more exciting information to come. Suzuki, director of Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak." Now, before the actual 5th digital update went live, one of the things that they did take to social media was to kind of like tease that there would be more content to follow. But of course, they weren't necessarily very specific. A lot of people kind of assumed that they were just talking about, the content drop that was, about to become live. After they did, they decided to share these little bit of updates, and they attached an image alongside that, where on the left side, you get to see the Malzeno set, of course, all purple. Vigil Kuel, which of course is all Malzeno. Presumably that is the new Malzeno, but of course, once you look at the actual hunter itself, it does look like the just old traditional Malzeno armor. No real surprise there. And you do get to see on the right side that the hunter is actually on the decoration slots, can choose to slot in the new decoration options. Thrift Jewel Plus 4, which is simply a spare shot plus 2. This is a gunner option for pretty much getting free shots, I believe is like if you max it out, plus 20 to 25% to be able to get a free shot on your ammo not necessarily being counted, and it just kind of gives you that chance to proc continually. I use this relatively often, so it's a really good deco specifically for gunners. Then the second decoration that they showcase here is Bloodening Jewel Plus 4. Remember that there's already a Bloodening Jewel Plus 3. This one gives you, I believe, is Blood Right level 1. Remember that Blood Light simply heals you whenever you attack broken parts. The more you try to max that out, I believe it goes up to 3. It increases the amount of health that you're gaining based on that broken part that you're choosing to attack. So it's a really good skill. Not really meta oriented, but if you're trying to do like a zombie survivor type armor set, I believe it's certainly very helpful in that regard. And lastly, of course, they showcase the Inspiration Jewel Plus 1 deco. Now this one, as of right now, basically there is no confirmation on what this skill could actually be. However, we did have an inspiration skill back in Monster Hunter Frontiers, which was a 2 out of 2. So it was a different skill in general, but it basically had Horn Maestro, Evasion Plus 2, and Negate Stun. So it was one of those skills that was like very end game oriented. It gave you a lot of good basic stuff. Of course, Horn Maestro is only helpful to horn users, but of course it's nice to have at the end of the day. If it's beneficial to you as a horn user, you should just have that by default. Evasion +2 is just kind of amazing to just have as an add-on bonus. And of course, negate stun KO would be extremely beneficial if you are concerned in certain situations to perhaps, certainly not trying to get stunned. So if it continues to be exactly what it was back in Frontiers, that is what we're looking at here. But of course, we don't necessarily know. Of course, inspiration is a random word that they could just choose to use, and maybe some of those original ideas could be reworked. Remember that Frontiers skills and decos and armors and all that kind of stuff have been fully reworked since they were introduced in Sunbreak. So maybe at the end of the day, it wouldn't be that powerful. Maybe if you want to look at it that way, they could rework it and make it do something completely different, since at the end of the day, it is a decoration and not an actual skill itself. One of the things that we have seen Capcom do over the past few updates is that pretty much all the new skills that are being added in, specifically to the new armors for the new monsters, are usually amazingly powerful skills. So maybe they would choose to kind of take that away and go a different route. Something that we have seen, for example, with the addition of Shock Absorber or Shockproof Jewel, where it kind of makes another deco completely obsolete, but adds its own reasoning for it to exist, with of course the chance that you're no longer being tripped or tripping other players at the same time. And yes, you're no longer going to be using the original deco. Why the hell would you? But at the end of the day, it is beneficial for them to add new, more powerful stuff, and maybe that is the route that they're going to choose to take. Now there's a lot at the end of the day details that have been data mined already. I'm going to be making 2 completely separate videos when it comes to the data mines. The first one, I'll be discussing all of the event quests, which of course we already got the first couple dropped for the 5th free title update. I will be talking about that in a separate video, should be coming up relatively soon. And then the next video, I'm going to be talking about all of the other craziness when it comes to, well, I don't want to say the name just yet, but if you have been reading the minds, you know that Malzeno is looking relatively crazy. So I'm certainly going to be very happy to not only be able to round up all the information that I can regarding that, but also take a closer look myself and finally be able to put a lot of the speculation to rest when it comes to just what the EX Malzeno is. There have been plenty of discussion of just not what the attacks and the insane list of new attacks that were included, but I also want to talk a little bit regarding Valkana. There has been a lot of discussion as well on what that monster's changes were going to be as part of the originally 5th free title update, but of course they took a monster away. They're deciding to add it to the 6th one or the bonus one, and we're just gonna have to wait and see and discuss that at a later date. If you're brand new to my channel, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, hit the bell to receive notifications when the videos go up, and as always, thank you so much for watching. See ya.